I'm Willie with Skolton's Equipment, and today we're going to take a look at the Kubota Z232 versus the Z252. Let's do it. Let's start with the similarities between these two machines. They are both in the 200 series for the Kubota lineup, and they both have Kawasaki gas motors in them, and they also have welded, not stamped mower decks. And really, that's where the similarities end. After that, these mowers become very different. So let's start by breaking down the 232. The 232 is going to come in a 42-inch deck, which is the smallest mower deck that you're going to get on a zero turn. So if you are looking for that ultimate small package, this is going to be where you want to be in the zero turn series. Once you're in the machine, you will notice you do have a lot of room. I'm 6 foot tall, and despite this being a small mower, I do have a lot of room for my legs. You have your mower lift right here. We go over to the left side, you have your park lever engage right here, along with some nice cubbies and cup holder. This is underrated feature. You want to put stuff, because in a zero turn, your legs are kind of elevated like this. Stuff can fall out of your pockets. Always smart to put it away. You go over to the right side here. This is where you have your mower deck adjustment. You raise the mower with this pedal, and then you can set the mower to whatever height you want. Lower it back down. That's your height. Come back up here. There you go. And you also have your ignition, throttle, choke, and PTO engagement over here. Moving over to the Z252, the first thing you're gonna notice, this is just a much bigger, wider, really just a more professional machine. And there's a reason for that. I mean, this is a considerably more expensive mower. You're gonna be in around the range of 2,500 bucks more for this mower versus a 232. They also make this in the 242. The only difference being that you can get that in a 48-inch deck versus this one being the 54-inch deck. These are available with Kohler engines as well. This one we have here is a Kawasaki. Some of the design differences you're gonna have is, well, you have a removable floor on this model, so you can take the floor out here and you can get to your belts very easily, just like that. And the one thing I want to note about this floor, which is really nice, is they have all of these rubber kind of stoppers and cushions underneath this floor. If you've ever been on a zero turn for a prolonged amount of time, your legs can kind of get that tingling shake to it because you're hooked to the frame. This reduces the vibration pretty substantially, makes it a much more comfortable unit to mow longer amounts of time, which is what you're going to be doing with the 252 versus the 232. Sitting in the machine, the first thing you're going to notice, the seat is much more comfortable than the 232. You still do have armrests like the 232, and you are able to adjust the position of the seat just like the 232, but it is a more comfortable seat with suspension. The deck lift is a little bit of a different system. You have a lever right here tied to your deck. You push that down, it unlocks it, and you go all the way down to, right now we have it at 1.5 inches. You want to put the deck back up, push it all the way down, and it'll catch right there. Kind of same thing. Want to go back down? There you go. Pretty simple operation, very straightforward. Over on the right side, very similar to the 232, but you do have a different ignition. You do have a push button start ignition. You leave the little stick in here and you would be able to come over here and start the mower with just a push of a button. Over on the left side, very similar to the 232, but then you do have a covered storage compartment. Nice little addition. But yeah, sitting in here immediately after sitting in the 232, it's a higher position, it's a taller position, it feels like a bigger machine. Overall, just a more professional feeling machine than the 232. The other thing you're getting with the 252 and the 242 is you are going to get foldable ROPS, where the 232 you have your fixed rollover protection. Some other specs to cover before we send you off. You are getting 24 horsepower out of the 252 versus 21.5 on the 232. And that's going to make a difference in your kind of mowing speed. This does have a travel speed of 8 miles an hour and forward, where this is more like 6.5. So you are going to be able to move around a lot quicker with this. So I hope this breakdown made it a little bit simpler for you to make a decision of the 252 versus 232. You're really going for that high-end residential, almost professional machine here versus your entry-level residential machine with the 232. But if you want to see the prices on any of these machines, it is pictured and priced on SkoltonsEquipment.com. 232, 252, 242, whatever we have in stock, it is pictured and priced there. Give us a call and come see us in person in Linden or in Burlington. Thanks.